The last topic about this unit is about type C of multiplier. Multiplier can be classified depending on what sector spend, like a government, like a farms, like a foreigners, household, and so on. The first type is government multiplier. The formula on how we can calculate a multiplier: you take a change in income. Remember that the government also may receive a national income divided by change in government expenditure, investment multiplier, consumption multiplier, export multiplier, employment multiplier, tax multiplier, and so on. Depending on that given, you can calculate by using this formula in calculating multipliers. The last one is the income multiplier, where you can take a change in income over change in total expenditure. But what you can remember is that there is no units for measuring a multiplier. If you find 5, you cannot add 5 kilometer, 5 second, 5, you remain, you don't put any units. Change in income is equal, if you are asked to calculate change in income while given change in investment and change, and have investment multiplier, at that time you take investment multiplier times change in investment, and then you receive change in income. Final change in income equal original income plus change in income. But here this final is the total income that you can receive. There is some calculation that helps us to understand more how we can calculate multipliers, either government multiplier, investment multiplier, consumption multiplier, and so on. But we have a kind of example. Given that as a result of increasing in investment expenditure from 20 million to 60 million, national income increased from 3,000 million to 7,000 million. What is investment multiplier? You remember that we have seen that as a formula, investment multiplier equal change in income over change in investment. The final answer will be 100. This 100 means that investment multiplier has multiplied itself 100 times to give a final change in national income. You will multiply 100 times for finding out this 7 million. The factors limiting the operation of the investment multiplier in Rwanda. All of the multipliers, the investment multiplier is said to have a bigger impact on the level of country's national income, because if the investment increases in a country, also national income may be increased and vice versa. But there are some factors that limit the investment multiplier in Rwanda. Among the others, there are the following: limited market, underdeveloped of infrastructure in some area, unfavorable investment climate, limited capital, high population growth rate, low or limited entrepreneurship skills, lack of availability of credit facilities, low level of education, and so on. This one can hinder the development of investment in Rwanda at a high level. But the things may change time to time until the investment multiplier will increase in Rwanda. The accelerator principle. The accelerator principle is the number of times the original change in consumption multiplies itself to give a final change in investment. How long will it be taken for consumption until you find out the level of investment done in a given country? Accelerator principle is equal to change in investment over change in consumption. If we take example, if the consumption of beans increases from 15 kg to 22 kg and the increase in investment move from 100 francs to 150 francs, the accelerator principle would be change in investment over change in consumption. In other words, if the consumption increase, will push the investors to increase the investment or the capital that they invest for producing such a kind of commodities. If we make a change, you remember we take the current investment minus past investment over current consumption minus past consumption, which is equal 50 over 7. The final answer, the accelerator principle may be 7.1. Also, this accelerator principle may not have a unit. Thanks very much for your big attention for covering this unit number 4 in economics senior 5.